Buenos dias. My name is Herminia Esqueda, she, her, ella pronouns. I am a fifth generation Tejana and Chicana. I've worked for DSHS for as long as I've lived in the Yakima Valley, 35 years. I am the chair of the Latino Leadership Network, and we represent approximately 7.4% of state employees who identify as Latinx, Latinas, Cubanos, Boricuas, Afro-Latinos, Sur and Centroamericanos, Mexicanos, and Indigenous. We speak mostly English, Spanish, and Spanglish, although we'd love to learn our indigenous languages like Nahuatl or Zapotec. Latinos are the second largest and fastest growing ethnic group in Washington state with over 1.1 million residents. 3 counties in eastern Washington are actually majority Hispanic: Yakima, Adams, and Franklin, with families who have lived here for generations and contributed to the state's rich agricultural economy. The federal executive orders profile and target our beautiful, hardworking community and have made it clear that we are not safe. They have promised mass deportations at a level never seen before. This country, and specifically the Mexican community, have witnessed 2 previous mass deportation efforts: during the Depression, so that we wouldn't benefit from welfare programs, and in the 1950s, Operation Wetback, when we were accused of taking jobs from real Americans. Millions were deported, including U.S. citizens. One historian called that time lawless, arbitrary, based on a lot of xenophobia that resulted in sizable, large-scale violations of people's rights, including the forced deportation of U.S. citizens. We are witnessing a repeat of history and the dehumanization and profiling of our entire community based on how we look or what language we speak. In addition, we're facing executive orders that are revoking status and putting the livelihood and job security of some state employees, especially those under DACA, at risk. Real ID will require non-citizen state employees to display immigration documents while traveling on state business and risk possible targeting or detainment. We at LLN are concerned for our staff, our providers, partners, and the communities that we serve. Our families and community consist of members with mixed documentation that face the threat that at any moment their families can lose their employment authorization, be detained, or be deported without due process. Our children fear returning home from school and not finding their family or caretaker. We are asking for protections for Latino state employees, but especially those living at the intersection of who this administration is targeting: immigrants, LGBTQIA, Black, Indigenous, and those living in poverty. Please provide protections and guidance on how we are supposed to navigate public spaces in the workplace, travel for state business, and do community outreach. We asked you to consider sponsorship or job protection for state employees whose immigrant status is tenuous. We ask for protection and guidance for our communities as they fear seeking state services in our facilities and in our public spaces. We ask for language equity in our workplaces so that state employees can feel comfortable expressing themselves in their culture and primary language. As we face executive orders of exclusion and othering, we need more spaces of inclusion and belonging. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening.